Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. My name is Ricardo, Meirelles. I'm the chair of the Brazil-Canada Chamber of Commerce Healthcare Committee. Thank you all for being here. It's a great pleasure for me to open the 6th edition of the BCCC Healthcare Forum, which this year we are focusing on the medical cannabis and the opportunities in Brazil. I think that Brazil is part of this worldwide trend in which many countries have either adopted or are in the process of adopting medical cannabis as a viable treatment for many diseases. And for Brazil as a large country with a huge population, strategic location, the medical cannabis comes as a great opportunity not only for the country, but all the countries that trade with Brazil. In 2015, Anvisa officially removed the CBD as a prohibited substance, allowing and opening a pathway to access this treatment in an individual basis. And the forecast is that very few diseases will be treated initially in Brazil with medical cannabis, such as schizophrenia, epilepsy, multiple sclerosis, and few others. But in the US, as we all know, the use of medical cannabis as a therapeutic treatment is widespread to many diseases such as cancer, Parkinson, glaucoma, anxiety, HIV, and chronic pain. And if Brazil, the legislation in Brazil becomes more open and more flexible to allow medical cannabis to be used for chronic pain, the number of potential patients that we have forecasted around 900,000 would jump with the possibility to use medical cannabis for chronic pain would jump to something around 4 million patients. So this points the sheer size of the opportunity in Brazil. And it's not only this. When we look at the testimonials from physicians in the US who have prescribed medical cannabis for patients, some of them with very, very young age, who have tried all kinds of drugs and traditional medications without any success, and the medical cannabis came as an option to address the disease that they are suffering. You can see the impact that this is going to cause in any health system. In addition to that, there are studies pointing that the medical cannabis can be used not only in a therapeutic way, but more than that, as a cure, as part of the cure for some of the most challenging diseases that we have, such as cancer. So today we will be discussing this new medical alternative that makes lives better and also is a multi-billion-dollar commercial opportunity worldwide. You are going to have a better understanding of the current scenario of medical cannabis in Brazil, as well as the future outlook of how this product will impact the Brazilian healthcare system. So I encourage you today to participate in the discussions that we're going to have here, interact with our speakers. We have two that came from Brazil specifically.